Ooh, what's up guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about any means necessary. Next Survivor's Perk. It's a perk you get from leveling up Yui Kimura. You see the auras of drop pallets. You can press and hold the activate ability button for 4 seconds while standing beside a dropped pallet to reset it in its upright position. Any means necessary has a 60-second cooldown. Is this perk good? No. This perk is not good. Not anywhere near usable as a solo survivor. You can still use it because survivors don't really need perks to be good. It helps them be even more pumped out, overpowered than they really already are. But this perk is not good. This perk gets better the more teammates you have in your party. So, as survivors, it gets much better with Swifts. Sometimes killers may leave a pallet chasing someone. If they do, it's kind of honestly, especially if you're just running the God Pallet, they're either not going to chase you through that God Pallet at all, or they're going to immediately break the pallet and go through. This perk, the only pallets they leave are mind gameable, so the only pallets you're going to be able to reset are pallets that the killer can still get you out even if you drop it. So, this is just a really bad perk. You could reduce the cooldown more to make it more viable to use in the middle of a chase, but at that point you'd have to reduce it like 2 seconds to make it chase viable. But it just, oh, hello, isn't good enough. I think when they made this perk, they were probably thinking about survivor friends when they made it, because it is not anywhere near a viable solo survivor perk at all. Do I suggest getting it? No. Unless you want to level up Yui, I don't suggest you getting this perk at all. You're better off getting so many other perks than any means necessary. Well, if you have any ideas on making this perk better, like, the only way I could think about buffing this is changing the numbers lower. 4 seconds. Especially with 60-second cooldown. The hell? It doesn't. The perk's not strong enough or useful enough to warrant a 60-second cooldown. I'd put it more at 20 to 30 if you're gonna have a cooldown on it at all. Maybe once the game, if the game turns to more looping and the pallets get better and they're not as broken as beyond all belief as a lot of the loops are, you could maybe add an extra effects to the enemy necessary. Maybe adding the effect of once you drop the pallet, the pallet can't be broken for 3 seconds. allowing you to get an extra loop around the drop pallet. Because if the loops are mind gameable and are fair for both sides, being able to keep the pallet from being broken is fine. But in the current state of the game, the only buffs I could see to this perk is just reducing either the cooldown to 20 to 30 seconds, or reducing the time to put up the pallet from 4 to 2. If you guys have any ideas or want to discuss it, just let me know. If not, see you in the next one.